live stream.
Meeting now being streamed.
Okay, I assume we're live.
I think we are.
Let's see. I'm sure Charlie will get back to us and let us know.
And if not, it'll pop up on it. Oh, good.
Okay, cool. Let me just say okay, and let's go. Right, so hello everyone. Ooh, so happy solstice. It's tomorrow and it's here, and we just had like a really cool conversation about everything which we want to share with you guys. So Ceryn, hello, and how are you?
Hello. I am frazzled. It struck me when I was getting ready for the night. We didn't actually do one of these last month, of course, because last month we were live and in person. So for those of you who joined us live and in person, it was wonderful. And for those of you who didn't, we missed you all, and we're glad to be back with you this month. It's lovely.
Yeah.
But yes, we have just I have been feeling really frazzled. I sent you a message before, Yolandi, that was just like, and just so you know, we're gonna go live and and I guess that's kind of where we started. I feel a lot more grounded now, but that's where we started. That I have spent the last 3 days getting a lot of messages from a lot of people who are not in a good place, who are in the depths of their core wounds, who are dealing with like the very dregs of things they thought they'd cleared 6 months ago, who are really anxious, who are really angry, who are really just feeling it all. And I don't think I'm alone in that. I think there's a lot of us in that place, and with people around us in that place, isn't there?
Yeah, 100%. And I think it's like we were talking now because it's like the where we are at the moment, it's like we were saying, like the energies feel really palpable and we're feeling everything, and this like the collective feeling, right? Like it's the collective conscious and unconscious, right, that we're experiencing at the moment. And there's a lot of people suffering from anxiety at the moment and a lot of stuff coming up. And I was just saying to Ceryn, it's like we needing to up our game a bit in terms of like clearing our energy, understanding what's mine, understanding what's yours. Because if we don't do this, we're going to get back into that space of proper anxiety the whole time. And I even saw myself yesterday. I was going to write an English test for my visa and I was like really anxious, and I'm like, what the fuck, like this isn't even something to be anxious about, and like having to just like calm myself and deal with this stuff. So it's been really interesting, and I've just been like, today I went to the forest and I was like, I feel fabulous, and I felt so good being there. So I think our self-care feels like it's a real priority at the moment, to be able to work properly with the energies in the most aligned way, and so that it is for our highest good, basically.
100%. And I think it's self-care, isn't it? And it's self-care in all of the ways, of course, but self-care in a way that really is that clearing out.
Yeah.
You know, I when I first started teaching all of this stuff, I remember I used to talk about the fact that you need to be clearing your energy as often as you're clearing your flaws. Actually, I would argue right now you need to be clearing your energy more, because there is that real soup. And I love the fact that you just mentioned, Yolandi, the collective unconscious and the collective conscious.
Yeah.
Because we can all sit here and say, yeah, there's a lot going on. We see what's going on in the Middle East. We see what's going on all over the world. You know, we see this every day when we pick up our phones. If we turn on the news, if we pick up a newspaper, whatever, we see it. And that's a lot. And then also the things we don't see are the things that are underlying that, the things that are underlying that in the everyday life for people all over the world, the things that are also underlying that on the bigger picture. You know, we're here to talk about the Earth's energy fields. We talk about the ancestors, and we talk about the future ancestors. And we know, we've been saying for so long that this point in our history is it's a choice point. It's a real crux between what we could be and what we will be, what we have been and what we're going to be, all of that stuff. And think about the kind of maelstrom of both excitement and, quite frankly, shit that stirs up in all of that. You have such a multifaceted timeline of emotion there. And if you are somebody who is watching this, undoubtedly what that means is that you are somebody who's quite energetically attuned, because otherwise you wouldn't be here. And that means that you will be picking up not just on all of the stuff that we all know we're picking up on. Oh God, it's so heavy. My heart is so heavy. I turn on social media and blah, 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 but also on all of that.
Mm.
It'll be churning in you from your ancestors, it'll be churning in the land from your ancestors of place. There's a lot of it happening, and we just need to keep clearing it.
Yeah, yeah. And I feel like tonight with the energies, I mean, this morning when I was in the forest, I'm like, fuck, I can feel all the potential, and I'm just like, I'm so excited because I was playing with the sunlight as well, and I'd just been like, experimenting with the light through the leaves and like how it made my body feel, and I could just feel myself becoming lighter and lighter and lighter, and I'm like, this is where the magic lies. And we as a society have forgotten that we have this right outside our doors. Most of us have a bit of greenery somewhere in our lives, right? Like there's a tree somewhere near you, there's something somewhere, there's a piece of land near you, and it's available to us. So utilizing the resources of Mother Earth is where we are needing to go, because all of the bottles of wine and all of the weed and all of the pills that you can swallow will never ever compare to being able to step out into nature and working with the sun and working with the plants and working with the land under your feet. So it's time that we really, our deepest ancestral wisdom and medicine lies within the earth as well. So as much as the trauma lies there, the cure lies there for it as well, right? And this is where I'm feeling like we need to take charge of this now. We really need to start like digging in and going, come on, Mother Earth, we want to work with you to make this better for ourselves.
Absolutely. And I think, I'm a trained therapist, so I will always come at it first from the sort of the pain point of view almost. And I think there's a power to that.
Yeah,
And I will also say, there's a power to that in terms of not bypassing. There's a power to that in terms of when you work through that pain, we have to feel the pain. We have to work through it, because when we come out the other side, we're unstoppable. We
yeah.
start to realize just how incredibly unfuckwithable we are when we realize that the stuff that hurt us before, we can get it, we can work through it. And that pain can be as much of a coping mechanism as the booze, as the weed, as the shopping, as the food, as all of the things. Leaning into other people's outrage and other people's anger, leaning into other people's emotion can be as much of a numbing mechanism as any of that. We have to feel the pain,
Yeah,
and we have to feel the joy.
yeah.
Because if we don't feel the joy, what's even the point? What is the point in us being here? And I think, you know, that thing you said about stepping outside and just where is Mother Nature? And even if you do not have a single piece of greenery in a 5 mile radius of your house, if you can see a little bit of sky and you can breathe in a little bit of air, you've got Mother Nature right there. And I think this is the thing, isn't it? I've had so many conversations recently with people who are really at this point where they're leaning into their independence and going, but I've held myself for so long, I don't know now how to let other things hold me, or other people. Like, I say this all the time, there is one being that is holding every single one of us in every single moment.
Mm.
And if you cannot trust anybody else to hold you, if you cannot relinquish yourself and your emotions and your pain and your joy to anybody else, give it to Mother Earth.
Mhm.
Because that's exactly what she's here for. She's here to hold us in all of our snotty, red-faced mess, and also in all of our absolutely hysterical, red-faced joy.
Mhm.
Like, whether you are raging and crying and screaming at somebody that hurt you, or whether you are like panting and moaning in orgasmic joy, she's here to hold you for all of it. She doesn't think any of it's sinful.
Mhm.
She doesn't think any of it's something to be ashamed of. She is here to hold you for all of it. So let her see you for all that you are, and let her hold you for all that you are.
Oh, I love that so much. That is so beautiful. And I feel like that's what we need to cultivate, right? Like, if anything, when the overwhelm strikes, when all of this shit comes, just take a moment, just stop. Like this, and this is the other thing, right? Stop. Take it slow. Like, even this morning when I was like recording my message just for the day and stuff, I was like, it's about like just letting it like be, right? Like, it's not about doing, going, missioning, da, da. Like, no, it's just like this time is a time to just like be, like allow yourself to feel and just experience everything. It's really important. And we're constantly future projecting, going. And this is like, no, in this moment, like sit and look at the flowers, see what they're doing. Like everything has got a message, everything has got wisdom around us. And if we tune in, it's just like, oh my God, that's a lesson for me, that's a lesson for me, right? Like all of it is wisdom held within the plants around us. So it's
Yeah.
really magnificent.
And there's that thing, isn't there, about the moment we all have visions, we all have goals, we all have ideas. And of course, we should envisage what we want things to be. There is a power in that. But if we get too caught up in that, we forget that the only place we actually have power is here and now.
Mm,
We don't have power to change the past. We don't have power over the future in this minute. We just have power over right now.
yeah.
And
Yeah.
I will say this till I'm ironically blue in the face. If you can do nothing else, just focus on the next breath.
Mm,
Focus on the breath that you're in and the next breath, because that will give you the space to figure out what comes after it. But
yeah.
actually, without those things, you can't move forwards.
Yeah.
So come back to your breath every time.
I love that. Oh, okay. So, on that note,
Oh,
shall we go and like explore the the
yeah.
beautiful unknown and see what we'll find tonight and tuning into these energies, and I feel really excited. So, yeah, I'm here for it. Cool.
Let's do it. Okay. Thank you. Okay. So, as always, then I invite you wherever you are and whatever you're doing, as long as it is safe and comfortable to do so, I invite you to get yourself nice and comfy. And when you're ready, just close your eyes and start by taking a few breaths. And again, just remember that right now, all you need to focus on is that breath, just the gentle in and out. And as you breathe in, let that fresh, clean air flow all the way into your body, filling you up with that sense of possibility Yolandi spoke of before, filling you up with that light that this time of year is so well known for. And then when you release, just let the out breath take out of you anything and everything that doesn't need to come into this space with us for the next little while. Leave you as that vessel that is ready and waiting to be filled by whatever earth has to offer, whatever the sky has to offer, whatever this beautiful night has to offer. And when you breathe in again, just let yourself be filled with that sense of potential, a sense of lightness, with everything that Gaia has to offer you right now. And as we continue to breathe, let's just start by calling in a circle around us, so that wherever you are in the world and whenever you are listening to or watching this, know that you are being held by this circle, that it is operating throughout space and time to bring us all together, one by one, collectively, in a great group that is here to support Gaia, here to support the continuation of our beautiful planet, of our species in the highest possible way, and of all of our neighbors here upon this earth and across this universe, that is here in support of the energetic well-being of this beautiful planet and more. See us all gathering, all of those earth workers, all of those guardians, those wisdom keepers and those protectors. See us gathering in a circle as we come together throughout all of time, throughout all of space, and stand there under this beautiful solstice sun. And as we do, I begin by calling out to the east and to air, to intuition and to wisdom, to logic, to inspiration, to the gentle breezes and the wild gales, calling out to the birds and to the butterflies, calling out to the clouds, calling out to the power of our breath. To the east and to the air, I invite them to join with us, to work with us, and to bless this time, this space, and this work we do together. Welcome. And then turning to the south, I call it the south and to fire, to action, to passion, to illumination, to creativity and to warmth, calling to the volcanoes, to the fires, the great big bonfires that are the gathering places, the places where we would share our stories and share our tales, the wildfires that raise everything to the ground and start again, and those tiny little candle flames that are at times the most important light in the darkness. Calling in the volcanoes, calling in the dragons, calling in the phoenix that rises from the flames, calling in the sun itself, the power of radiance, that radiant life force that is the center of all, that is the most crucial element to this current time of year, this current festival. To the south and to fire, I invite them to join with us, to work with us, and to bless this time, this space, and this work we do together. Welcome. And then turning to the west, I call to the west and to the water, to the ebbs and the flows of the tides, to the nourishment and the cleansing of the rains, to the emotion and the release of our tears. I call to those great streams of consciousness that are held within the rivers and the streams of our planets, to the keepers of that consciousness, the whales and the dolphins, the fish and the merpeople, and to all that is held there and ready to be witnessed, to be reflected back, to be swum with and dived into this solstice. To the west and to water, I invite them to join with us, to work with us, and to bless this time, this space, and this work we do together. Welcome. Then turning to the north, I call to the north and to earth, to the trees and the plants, to the animals, to the mountains, to the caves and to the rocks, to groundedness, to surety, to steadfastness, to fertility, to nourishment and abundance. To those trees that are the great keepers of our wisdom, the sentinels of our planet, those who provide us with support, with sturdiness, with shelter, and who, as and when we need them to, will always be on hand to hold us up and to remind us to root down, to slow down. To the north and to the earth, I invite them to join with us, to work with us, and to bless this time, this space, and this work that we do together. Welcome. And with all of that said, I call to the east, to the south, to the west, to the north, and I draw that circle around us by east, by south, by west, by north, calling in a circle of protection, a circle of connection, a circle of wisdom, a circle of which the highest intention is in the highest intention of our planet and of every single soul represented here. Into that circle, I call to spirit, to space, to ether, to soul. I call to our guides and our helpers, our teachers and our inspirers, our ancestors of blood, of soul, of stars, of heart, of lineage, and of mind. I call out to them and I invite them to join with us, to work with us, and to bless this time, this space, and this work that we do together, with the wisdom and the power of soul, with the love and the guidance of spirit, with the vast, limitless potential of space, and with the great mysteries of ether. To the center, to soul, to space, to spirit, and to ether. Welcome. As we sit in this space, I just invite you to breathe into it for a moment and to feel the circle around us as though it were a tangible thing that we have all collectively worked together to build, to weave, and that we can now be held by and supported by. And within that circle, start to feel yourself as you are held and supported by this beautiful planet. Feel the weight of your body resting upon the chair or the bed. Feel that furniture that is holding you resting upon the floor. Feel the way the floor itself is held by the earth. And then allow your attention to go all the way down through all those layers of earth, all those layers of rivers and streams, of caverns and caves, down, right down through that ring of fire that surrounds the heart of the planet and down into the crystal core of Gaia. And when you reach that crystal core of Gaia, see the great tree that stands there, the great tree that is the keeper of all wisdom, the great tree that is the very heart of our planet, and allow its roots to stretch out to meet you. And as they reach you, allow yourself to just journey with one of those roots as it moves back up through the fire, follows you and journeys with you back up through those caves and caverns of the inner earth, back up through those rivers and streams, right the way back up through all those layers of soil and of rock. Feel that tree root as you pull it all the way back up with you into the space that you are in now and into your own root. Feel it connect there at the base of your spine with your own roots. weaving together and just holding you as though it itself was the palm of Gaia, and she was simply holding you within her embrace. Feel yourself just relax into that embrace, relax into that hold. And know that within this space, with yourself being held in this way, you are safe, you are supported, you are loved for exactly who you are. And just feel that knowledge moving up from your root chakra right the way through your body and filling you up with that sense of peace and of support. And as that energy fills you and flows through you, let yourself be whatever you need to be. Let yourself be whoever you truly are. The time now, Gaia tells us, for all of your masks, for all of your pretense is done. I see your heart. I see your light. It is time for you to see this, to be this. For this is all that the earth needs. So let yourself relax into that embrace. And as you do, feel all those layers of pretense fall away from you, until all that's left is the truth of all that you are. And as you lean into that, feel a second doorway open up in your solar plexus, and a beam of pure golden light stretch up and out from there, up through your chest, up through your throat, up through your head, right the way up out of your crown and up through the ceiling of the room that you're in, through the rest of the building and the roof. Feel it flowing all the way out into the sky above you, right out through the Earth's atmosphere into the stars. And as this beam of light moves up and out into the stars, feel it stretch further and further, higher and higher, until it reaches the place that feels like the very edge of space and breaks out of the top. You find yourself in a place that is the sun, but bigger, greater, the great central sun, the radiant center of all energy and all radiance for the entirety of everything that there is. Let your own energy connect in here, plug in here, as though it's done it so many times before, because it has. And as you do, feel yourself plug into not only the radiance and the light of the whole universe, but also the radiance and the light of your own soul throughout every direction of time and space. Let us plug into now your power, your radiance, your beauty, your joy, and feel it as it flows down through you. For just a moment, let us concentrate only on the light of your very being. That radiant, fiery light of your being as it flows back through this beam of light, back through the stars, back through the sky, back through the roof, right the way back down through your crown, as it ignites every cell of your being on its way down, back down to your solar plexus. And as this light of your soul reaches your solar plexus and explodes outwards and fills every part of you with that sense of your own joy and beauty, just feel it buzzing through you, the greatest joys of your entire soul's existence, the greatest beauty of your entire soul's existence, the greatest radiance and joy of your entire soul's existence. And right now, in this moment, feel nothing else. This is the joy of the great central sun. This is the radiance of all. And though so many of our navigational points may have turned away from here and misjudged us somewhat, this is the true north that we come back to, the joy, the fullness. So let that light, as it beams into, through, and around you, start to shine a light on everything and anything that is getting in your way of this. Shine a light and show you how it can be moved if and when you are ready. Show you how it can be burned away if and when it feels right. To leave behind only the very radiance of your being. And so as we sit in this place, rooted into and held by Gaia, plugged into and energized by the great central sun, and surrounded in every direction by the great cosmic womb that birthed us, that holds us, that rejuvenates us, and that fills us with potential. Let us just sit here and remember who we are, individually and collectively. Let us remember the radiance, the joy, the beauty, the support, and that natural, wonderful light. And as you continue to breathe, I invite you to let that light fill you up more and more with each and every breath. Let yourself be filled with the light of this solstice sun. Be filled with the support of Gaia. Be filled with the radiance of the great central sun. Let it flow through every part of your being. And as it does that, I'm going to invite whoever wishes to step forward and speak with us to do exactly that now. If you wish to come back to your body and open your eyes for this next part, you can. But equally, feel free to just keep your eyes closed and enjoy the messages and the transmission as they step forward, as we invite the old ones and the wise ones to step in and speak with us now. Humanity has reached a crossroads of its own making. You now are faced with a choice of which you will be reminded daily until it becomes second nature to you. The choice, my friends, is simple. Will you follow the path of light, the path of hope, the path of creation of the new, or will you follow the path that is now dying off, the path that is now crumbling? Know that the choice is entirely yours, but that should you choose to follow the old path, the path that is no longer attached to any life force, it will drain your life force, for it is seeking something which can power it. Know that in doing this, you will be contributing to something that cannot be reborn. It can only continue to struggle in such a way that is not acceptable for the world going forward. And so then you are encouraged, you are invited to take the new path. What will this path be? You may ask. In every moment you will see it, you will know it, and you will feel it as the one that brings the lightness of heart. This is not to say that this path will not come with trepidation, that this path will not at times bring anger, bring sadness, bring pain. All of those things can be part of the building of the new, just as they can be part of the relinquishing of the old, which is still a part of this overall choice. But you will know underneath them that there is a lightness of heart, that you move from the burden into the lightness rather than further and further into and through the burden. See yourself now as shedding skins, shedding weights, shedding the bad habits and the negative thoughts, shedding the coping mechanisms and the terrifying, burdensome aspects of your own being that have been holding you back. See yourself now shedding all that has been getting in the way of all that you are and have the potential to be. You are not asked to do anything more than you are capable of. You are not expected nor anticipated to be anything more than you are capable of. You will never be burdened with anyone else's potential or gifts. You will never be burdened with anyone else's life path or tasks upon that life path, as long as you continually choose what feels true to yourself. And the truth of yourself is the one that underneath it all will feel lightest. For underneath it all is truth. Your heart is a compass, my dear. Your heart is a compass that will always, should you listen to its truth, lead you true north. We have, as humans, for so long chosen to ignore our hearts, believing instead that other parts of ourselves can be trusted much more widely. Why would we believe this? Why would we forget that the heart, as it has the left and the right, the north and the south, the heart, as it pumps out the life energy to every part of the being, the heart, as it spreads the oxygen and spreads the life itself, it is the engine. It is the one which is connected to all. Place your heart now, as you can and as you will, into the palm of your hands, and let yourself hold the signature of your heart upon the palm of your hands. Feel its beat against your flesh. Feel it as the rhythm of the steps that you are taking forward, ever forward, towards more of your own soul's brightness and glory. Feel that rhythm and know that it is truth, that it is power. Now take those hands, filled as they are with your own soul's light, and place them first over your eyes, that you may have the map to your joy, the map to your radiance imprinted upon your vision. And allow that for a moment to simply settle into your being. Place those hands, if you will, over your throat. That this map to your greatness may bless your voice, may bless every inch of your expression, that you may know, that you may speak the truth of your soul as it aligns with the truth of the world and of the universe. Now take those hands and place them onto the surface on which you rest, knowing as you do, place them onto the very earth itself, and feel the hands of the earth herself as they rise up to meet yours, to shake your own hand in a vow that you both will fulfill your own part of. You are here with a part to play. Do not feel your part will look or sense like any other, but know that your part then will still be valid in whatever way you choose to bring it to fruition. Give yourself the time to breathe as I embed within you, within every facet of your being, the codes and the keys that are required to unlock the door to this potential, this radiance, to all that you must offer at this time. Oh, Iae. dera dai. Iae. Iae. When you're ready, just take your hands back to wherever feels comfortable for you as we give thanks to that great mother of the winged ones. And as I step back and invite you, Yolandi, to step in.
Thank you. Okay, so just staying in this beautiful space now, as we just allow what needs to come through to come through. Harasindulo shunwa sekurase. Ndare tu anda kuata hi la shunwa se ayandera me koroso wase kiande. Ndaio toloata ketia nata rase vuse kuata kenya tataya matroasa lashe sohiake. Andera se kurase wa e shundo watake. And as you visualize yourself standing now in this beautiful radiant light, in this energy that we have been gifted by these beautiful divine beings tonight, seeing yourself standing now on the precipice, in the beginning of this pathway that is leading into the unknown for each and every single one of us. This map that you have gifted yourself tonight, that your heart is following. Just allow yourself to be in that energy here with me right now. Haratendo tahiake. And as we start to take this beautiful, beautiful healing energy of Mother Earth now, and I'm pulling up this energy out of the earth, allowing it to come up, up, up into your hands right now, all the way, right to the top of your skull. Ndoata hiake, lashenda hiake. And as your beautiful, beautiful brain is there right now, these two hemispheres constantly talking to each other, sometimes battling the heart. Mutuana tahiokora sekiana lashetota. As we allow this energy now, matutana hiake, uroso so hiake, to first penetrate the left side of your brain. Mutuanda ta ila shuturunuata tahiake. Asunda hiake la shunda, taking all those beautiful thoughts, muanda sukurasia seta hiake la sho, that is all about protecting you. It's all about allowing you to live and survive on this planet. And we are infusing it with this beautiful light now. Moturua sakiara sinda lahia kera shunda sotoia ke anduatata ke, changing this frequency now, moturuanda tahia ke, to align with these beautiful codes, motuara sakia ke, and the frequency of the heart that you have been gifted. Mulua sakira shunda hiakara sindulua sakia tarahia ke la shanda. And as we now start to take this energy over to the right side, maturunuata la ia kera sanda hiake, hasinda hiakunduata tahiake la shandada. Allow that energy to move, nutuata tahiake, and for the frequencies to start the calibration, matuata tahiake, between the two hemispheres, murua sakiara na ila shunduata tahiake, andrata ila shenduata hiakera sinda la hiakondokoa, and dropping right into matarahiake, the deep center, muala sheturonuata tahiake, harasiate, as we move into the beautiful, beautiful ancient brain, motuara tahia kera sandahiake, that part of us, malusha tahia kurata, that have been created to keep us safe, mututuata tata, that part of us, matahiongolasha, that stops us often from taking those first steps into the darkness, into the unknown. So as we start to soothe this energy now, and send beautiful healing energy in, creating this balance, this clarity, to take the steps, and connecting that to the courage of the heart, that is busy cultivating within you, because in the depth of you, you know that you are meant to take the next step, that you are meant to move in this direction of your heart map. So as we move the energy down now, right where the brain meets the spine now, and as we start to activate this access point, this beautiful portal right here, that portal way, right into the wisdom of your body. And as we pull this healing energy down your spine, all the way down your spine now, past all of the points of your energy system, and pull that right back down into earth, and right down into earth, feeling yourself fully anchored, fully anchored, fully anchored. And as we move this energy out of your spine now, into all of the points of your nervous system right now, feeling that soothing elixir running down right to the ends. Induata I rasia seta hia kinda hia kula shata he anuata hi kilikia ke etete anata hia ke, and taking down that frequency mata inda through your entire body right now. La shunda hia ke rasia seto na tuata hia ke la shanda hia ke rasianda, making you aware maturata hia kurasianda of the external frequencies, the external frequencies of what is happening around the earth, and the vibrations of others, and become aware of what you are feeling within your own body right now, that expansive glorious energy, and feel it against the other energies of the world right now, and be in awareness. Allow your body to show you your frequency versus the frequency outside of you, to allow your brain and your discernment and your wisdom of your own body to come into play now. These beautiful codes that have been activated, the heart map that has been given to you, is creating a beautiful exchange of discernment for you to keep yourself in integrity right now. This beautiful, beautiful sovereign being that you are, also part of the collective, part of the bigger picture, part of everything, part of all of the energy structures, and see how you move through the world on this pathway, wherever you are going, with a frequency that is beneficial to all of the other energies out there. But this sovereign energy, this beautiful deep frequency that you carry now from within your cells that have been given to you tonight, And understand how these frequencies are interacting with the world and how you are making a difference just by being you and being in your light and being in this beautiful bliss that you carry within your cells. Maanga sokora sekia na sela shotwana taki hayanda. And I want you to become aware of your frequency going into Gaia as well. Muandata hiakela shun, feeling yourself standing on her. Motuatata nahiake, and I want you to understand, Matutata, the depth of your energy going into the earth and how beneficial it is to her, Matuanda, when you are in this light. What you are doing to the grids that's underneath this ground, Motuanda tahiako, and how you are making a difference over there. Mualashe tutonuatara iake, asinda hiakulasha. And when you are in these frequencies, when you are Mutwanda tahiake literally shining out, Tunduata tahiake rashanda siake, you are open beautiful, beautiful portal ways, Muanduata rahiake rasikia, to more energy and more frequency coming from Matalahiake higher dimensional beings that can interact with you. Mutwatatata, ilushundwasakia rakia kenda. You can listen, you can receive Mutwatatanata ikurusa, so much more. And that comes in and dotorahiake and it goes out again. And dotorahiake. We have to start understanding ourselves as these beautiful channels, these portals, Mutwanda tahia kurasiake, and the importance of your energy field right here, right now. Watana ikurasi kunase kua talahia se tu asakiake. Aresunda hiake. So just take a moment now, malashunda wahe kia teta hiake, just to feel this vibration all around you now. Handuata na tarahiate la shondo sase kurasia senda hiake, handata hiako. Halashunda, feeling that excitement, matutana hiake, in your heart for taking the next step into the darkness, into the unknown, matuanda tahiake la shunda, but knowing that you are navigating by the map of your heart, matuanda tahiako la sha, knowing that you can listen in clarity, muanda tahiake, hase tahiate, that you can trust your body, mutuana tahiake, to guide you forward, male shunda siake, on this pathway, on this beautiful, beautiful pathway that you have chosen, that your soul has chosen, that the two of you are literally walking this together. You are walking this with your soul right now. And duatala emotoko ahia kenda se aresenataku. Haleshon duasakiake. So feel your body now in beautiful harmony, the left, the right playing together in unity. And as we just allow ourselves now to be in this beautiful frequency, this energy of this unity consciousness, and this energy of bliss, and just feeling your entire physical body relaxing, knowing you are held by the mother, knowing you are held by the energies, knowing you are held, knowing you are held. Okay, take a deep breath in and out. So as I ask you now to just make sure that you are fully back into your body. So visualize yourself literally just pulling every little bit back into this third dimensional reality. Matuna tahiake, those beautiful high dimensions that we were playing in. Handuatatahia, knowing that you are always connected. Handotahiake, but feel yourself in your body now. Take your hands, start touching your knees and your arms, and just really feeling yourself inside of your physical body. Feel yourself returning to the room that you are sat in. Really just fully present in this moment in your body with every cell of your being. And just feel how Mother Gaia is literally pulling us back to her, how she is rooting us in, taking our feet and grounding it in, taking that beautiful connection that she made and just strengthening that for you so you feel anchored onto the planet, that you are ready to walk this beautiful pathway. Miamboata kulushonuasekina, hirana takia vosa leshundua takiake, hanata kerashen. So as we take a moment now to thank all of the beautiful energies that came through tonight, Munduata tahiake, halashonda sekurosakiake. So much gratitude. So much gratitude. La sundawa. Okay, so just take a moment. And as I close up the circle now, Hasinda hiate olashenduate andake rosa helesheme tarana uata kira shende valesekurasiake. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And just slowly coming back again, moving yourself around, moving your feet, just allowing yourself to come back into this space. Okay. Okay, beautiful.
Thank you. Beautiful.
Thank you.
Thank you. And I'm just going to apologize to anybody if you did have your eyes open at the start of mine there, where I was quite wobbly. I had some children outside who were making lots of noise, and I was terrified like I was going to start barking. So I got all wobbly while I was trying to sort it out.
Okay,
Yeah.
perfect. Right. Okay, so yeah, thanks everyone for being here with us tonight. I wanted to say September the 21st, if you are around and you fancy coming to Glastonbury for a beautiful day, 2 days actually, with myself and Charlie and Karen, to do a fantastic workshop, reawakening the Gaia within. And yeah, we're excited about this one. It's going to be a biggie. We're going to work with the land. We're going to be working, each of us will be bringing something to the workshop for you to, put your like teeth into, and like some stuff to learn about how to work with the earth. And yeah, if you're into grid work, if you want to learn more about reconnecting with Gaia and working with the energies, we'd love to teach you guys. That would be really awesome to see you there. So yeah, you could just check out the website, and you can go to projectearthwork.org and just go and see there's a little retreat section for it.
Absolutely. And
Yes.
Glastonbury's such a, if you haven't been to Glastonbury, or indeed if you have, it's such a lovely place to go and spend some time pottering around and be in the energy. So come play with us. It
Yes.
really is. It's going to be 2 days of a whole kind of mind, body, spirit vibe to our workshop, but not even just your mind, body, and spirit, the mind, body, spirit of Gaia as well, and how those two things interact, how they interweave, how they can empower and support one another, all of that stuff. And then there'll be plenty of time as well for you to just pot around, get to know the place, really enjoy some of the absolute beauty that there is on offer there. And it would be really lovely to meet you all. So
Yeah.
yeah, head over to the website, check it out. We'll be sharing more on it over the coming weeks. But if you'd like to join us, then you can book your place now, and would love to see you.
And it's 3 months away, so it's like it's coming, so it's really not that far away. So I can't wait. I'll be very excited to see you guys there and hang with you in person. So and do some cool shit. Okay, fantastic. Right, so yeah, we'll be back soon again. We'll see what July holds.
Absolutely. So now I want to say to you, please, plenty of water, because it feels like we did a lot there. And also, if you possibly can over the next 48 hours, just get some sun on your skin. This really is the time to be working with that sun. So go and I'm not saying you need to bake, but just go and get some sun on your face.
Some light in your eyeballs. That would be a really good thing. Fantastic. Okay, thank you so much for joining us, and we had a fabulous time. And yeah, we'll see you next month.
Lots of love.
Bye. Oh, and like and subscribe before. And thanks, Charlie.